What's up, guys? It's Joey the Grit Marketer. Today, I am going to give you a simple strategy that I learned from, I think it's the Ultimate Sales Machine book. It's fucking awesome, though. Here's the thing. I got off a call today, and the client said, hey, I'm great on video. I'm great on sales calls. I can close like a motherfucker, but I suck at writing copy. I suck at this is something that we all struggle with. Now, here's the thing. You don't need to be good at copywriting unless you really want to study the topic. And copywriting is art and persuasion. That's all it really is. It's just about how to persuade people to do things. Check out, like this right here is all my copywriting books. It goes from this section. These are all downloads that we printed out for different copywriting legends and people that we learned from. And a couple of those. So basically what I'm trying to say is, it's not easy to be good at copywriting. There's so many things. But here's the thing. Everybody that teaches copywriting has a framework they teach. It's really about human connection. And a lot of you are really good at that naturally. You just don't know it. Now, here's what we do. This is the strategy. I think I learned this from Trent Holmes from his book, The Ultimate Sales Machine. I say I think because I can't remember exactly where I heard it, but it's brilliant. I use it. If you're good at sales calls, record them. If you can't or you don't know how to record them, well, the Grit Marketing platform allows you to record all your sales calls. So here's what you do. Here's what I did last week. I had about 30 plus sales calls last week. I closed the majority, like 90% of them. And some of them are just still waiting to hear back. So I'm not even sure if I closed more or not. And my sales pitches were 15 minutes long. That's how long the calls were. And I dominated. And here's how I dominated. I created a simple framework. I told myself, okay, here's how I want the calls to go. And it took me a few calls to get this framework down. But essentially, the majority of the calls went like this. I framed the call, like here's what we're going to do during this call. I'm going to ask you about your business and what you're doing. Here's how I'm going to talk to you about my business and what we're doing. Then you're going to make a decision. And then I spent the first 5 minutes of them talking about their pain points, about where they're currently at. Then the next 5 minutes was pretty much me just talking about my offer and what we can do and how we can help. And then the last section was bonuses and closing and all that stuff. So here's the thing. I now have 30 of these phone calls recorded. So I'm going to take all the ones, I already started this process, but you take all the ones that closed, you get them all transcribed, you download them, you transcribe all of them. And my part is the same in all of them. Like my closing, my features and benefits, all that stuff. So the last half is pretty much gonna be the same. So I'm gonna listen to all of those and just clean it up and type it out and make sure it looks pretty. And then the first half where everybody's talking about the different pains, everybody has a different pain. So I'm gonna start listing out bullet points like what conversation one's pain was, conversation two's pain was. And we're gonna create a whole thing about their pains. Now I have a headline, I have all their pains, their problems, then I have how I'm going to help them, their path and their solutions and the pitch. It's all done with my own recorded sales calls. What's up, dude? Nice hearing back from you, man. It's awesome. And so use this strategy. If you're gifted at selling, why aren't you recording this, turning it into a written product or a video, and then using that perfect script that you already made for all of your marketing? It's taking the perfect salesperson, which is you, and expanding it. That's the beautiful. You don't have to sit down and write for a second. This is so cool. Take what you got, or take what your top sales producer is already doing, record their calls and transcribe their stuff. Use that for your sales letter. Use that for your VSL script. Use the stuff that already works and comes out naturally, rather than sitting there and trying to craft up some fancy words that you don't really, and making a perfect webinar and doing all these things that, it doesn't sound like you, it's not natural to you, and you probably won't do it anyways and do it well. So guys, that's a tip for today. That came out of a Grit Marketing coaching call that we had today at noon. And if you ever need something like that, someone to actually help you and show you some strategies to break through any issues you have, go to gritmarketer.com. Grit, GRITMKTR. It's abbreviated. And we'll kind of coach you through it and give you some resources to kind of get out there and start your business and get some conversions in. Because at the end of the day, you need to start doing the shit you already know you need to do, and you need to start making some money doing that shit. And so sometimes we just need some simple strategies to get us there and not overcomplicate this. All right, guys, I'm out. I got another call right now.